वेलकम टू आवर चैनल। मैं डॉक्टर मुकेश नेत्री, साइंटिस्ट at Department of Tech Biosciences DGM. So in this channel we are actually talking about the concepts of Python. So I will be starting from basic building concepts of Python. Then there will be various training modules where it will be from intermediate, then expert, and then the professional. So depending upon all these, we will be covering in our coming videos and training programs. So in today's video, what is the key features what we are highlighting is what is Python, why Python has become a very important necessity, why Python programming is in demand, is biotechnologist or biotechnology based students can opt for coding, what is the scope of coding for biotechnology student also. If you are an IT background and if you are watching this channel, then you will also get an idea about how biotechnology or bioinformatics work parallelly with that of coding. So these are very crucial topics which we will be covering now. So in Python is the most demanded language nowadays. Python, why it is demanded? Because of its feasibility and flexibility. The Python coding program has different kinds of versions. So Python program has different kinds of versions, like you can say Python previously it was used 2.0 version, then 3.0 version. There are a lot of programs version that Python uses. Python can be used in Linux also, in Windows also, in Mac also. So in order to solve the biological problem, the programming becomes a very important demand and necessity. Because if you are started learning biotechnology, along with that you are also enhancing your skills, particularly the skills which are currently demanded in the industries as well as academy, then your job scope and your job perspective is very high. For looking into that, when we look little 1 or 2 years back, now data sciences are booming. Everywhere people are talking about data sciences. So data sciences niche is also a very important niche where people are working in wide perspective, whether they are coming from commerce background, whether they are coming from business analytics background, whether they are coming from engineering background or any other backgrounds. Everybody is working with data sciences. Like that also, biotechnologists and bioinformaticians who are working in very longer period of time from solving the biological problems are also now opting to learn these programmings and coding. So to be frank, when we talk about Python is very much compatible, you can say, and comfortable if you start learning it. It's very easy. In my channel, I will be teaching you very easy handed and you can easily code from biological perspective. In order to do that, one more important key points of Python is that you can use Python for web development also. You can use Python programming for software development also. You can use Python programming for integrating different softwares also. So Python has become more lucrative because it has multiple integration types. So in today also I will be discussing why this Python has become an important aspects for your learning. So kinds of biological industries or various kinds of biotechnology working industries or pharma industries are also now working jointly in field of data sciences, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and solving the biological problem using computational high grade end. So for that they are using Python as one of their programming language. So this is the one key point that this video is very much important for biological student as well as an IT student, because this area is still very vacant. Because in biotechnology industry people searches for biology based student, and if a biology based student are there, they don't have very proper knowledge about IT and sometimes they lack knowledge about working experience about coding and coding based programming language. So in order to do that, they have to learn Python, and there is a very correct way by which we can learn Python. So my motive of this channel is to help lot of students, interns, working professionals, faculties who are planning to do research as well as product development in field of academic as well as industries. In Python, various kind of aspects are there. I will be explaining it more towards biology based process. For example, when we start working with a biological or biotechnological protocol, just giving one example which will make you understand more professionally how a biotechnologist work and how a coder can also work. I want that you should get acquainted with how Python starts work. So let's go to the screen and we check how the coding begins. So in order to do that, what we are doing, so we have to go to Google. First we have to sign in with our Gmail. Okay, so now we are logged in with our Gmail account. Then what we have to do, we have to write Google Colab. Before starting the Python, I want to tell you that as I told you that there are different steps and algorithms that are used in Python. Similarly, what is important is where we used to write the codes for Python, or we can say we have to write the program for Python. So for doing that, there are different kinds of text editors or GUI based editors, means graphical user interface editors, that are being used widely by different kinds of programmers and coders. So for that, what we have to work on, I will be explaining some common types of text editors that students are using or people are using for their coding. They can be either you can use Spider, or you can use Sublime, or you can use Google Collaboratory, or you can use other text editors like Virtual C++ also has an integration with Python. There are some other Python based editor, that Notepad editor is also there. Some more common text editors, but in now I will be preferring more to Google Collaboratory. The Google Collaboratory is an online platform where you can easily get acquainted with Google in your Gmail, and it can be directly stored to your drive, and it can be online visible where you can easily access and share it to other coders. So in order to do that, what we will do, we will type Google Colab and we will get a welcome to the Collaboratory. Okay, when we do the welcome to the Collaboratory, you will be getting the website will come, which will give you assistance that where how we will be starting the code. So using this coding platform, you will be easily learning Python, and I bet and I give you assurance that if you are from a biotechnology or bioscience background and you have never been done any coding, then also with this program and this coming programs in this channel will help you 100% to enhance your skills from biological perspective entering into the field of IT. So since the network has suddenly became slow, okay, now we can see our Google Collaboratory open. There are different kinds of programs that we are learning, but when we are talking about starting Python program, I already gave training. You have to, when you open this window of welcome Google Collaboratory, you will get an option that open new notebook. So you will open a new notebook in Google Collaboratory. So it is more internet based. So there are pros and cons of internet. So if your internet is good, then it will be working very smoothly, very fine. But if your internet is slow, then there comes an issue. So now your welcome to Google Collaboratory has opened. So here what we will do, first thing is that we have to connect it to the server. So since your email is there, since I am already been logged in previously, so it will not ask me anything. But when you will connect this one, the email authentication may be asked by Google Collaboratory. There you will paste your Gmail ID and you will accept it, and from there it will be initializing, and after that it will be get connected. So when you do, it is connected. Now you can see here it is untitled, so we can write it as basic training of Python. Okay, this is the title which we have given it, so that it will be easy for us to detecting what kind of code notepad or our code editor where I am working on today, and how you will be also working. So you also, everybody should open this Google Collaboratory with me, so that you can also practice along with me. So here, when I am talking about Python, you will see how it is written in the codes. So for that, since we are using biological things, so what I am doing, in order to write a program, first we need to think what we are working on. So first we will use a variable. A variable is a index which people used to give in order to demarcate the values. For example, I will give variable sec1. Okay, sec1 is a variable where I want to give a statement hello. Okay, while doing this, we will be seeing, now we will use another variable sec2. Okay, so in sec2, hello biotechnologist as biocoders. Okay, we have made a two variables, sec1 and sec2, whereas sec1 is saying hello and sec2 is saying biotechnologist as biocoders. Let's make it capital, hello. Yeah, these are two, because if you are a bioscience and biotechnologist, I am welcoming you to entering into the field of biocoders. If ITs are there, we will also use, they can also use that hello IT entering into the field of biotechnology. Okay. So for doing that, we will now use another variable, what we call total. Now here we will be calling our total is a new variable where we are putting the two variables which we have assigned. One is sec1 and one is sec2. Sec1 plus sec2. Okay, we have called the two variable sec1 and sec2. Now let's check print, and in print I will be calling print total. Let's see. So when we talk about print total, it prints your code of your query hello biotechnologist as biocoder. This is the basic thing of returning thing, but I want that let's calculate the total number of characters in this query. For example, hello biotechnologist as biocoder, let's calculate the length. So how we can do that? In order to calculate length, I will be using a variable cal length, calculating length, cal length. I am using this variable, and for doing that I will be using len command. Len is a function that is used in order to calculate the length of a particular query. The query here is total. Okay, so when we do that, so it will calculate the length, but we are not able to see how it is. So in order to seeing it, we have to use command print, then calc length. Okay, calc length. By doing this, we can see. So in order to do that, I missed that. In order to run that, either you can play the button or you can use the button control plus enter to run the program. So when we do that, you will get that there are total 33 characters that are present in this complete string, okay, in the code. With this program, you can understand that being a biotechnologist or biologist, you can also code for Python. So now I will be talking why this Python becomes a main features. What are the main features of this Python? If a person is writing a code in different languages, and if we keep that code in some place after some times, when a person comes and see the code, sometimes he get fully confused to what the code they have written. Because with many kind of programming languages, there are lot of syntax and lot of codes for writing a single script. But in Python, it is more human readable and you can easily read it. It has various kind of built-in features like XML or JSON. So Python can be integrated in other softwares also. This makes it more flexible about Python. You can go to data science field also. I am coming to that. As Python, intensive libraries that are being widely used by Python programmers in order to solve their problems. In terms of biological also, we can also use the same algorithms and same libraries to solve our problems. So we have to find a particular track method. The most important point about the Python is it's open source, that you can use it in whatever point you want. You can use it commercially also. So this is the biggest key features of Python. Whether you are using an operating system in Linux, whether you are using an operating system Mac, or you are using an operating system Windows. So the most supportive thing about Python is that it has a bigger community, because it's a free and open source platform software. It has a bigger community, so lots of coders are also giving free access to Python, by where we can learn more and more Python type of coding. If we have a problem in that, we can go to different kinds of Python forum and you can ask them and they will gladly reply to them. If you are not a programmer, if you are not knowing any coding language of C or C programming, then also you can use this Python. Stackless Python programming allows you to get a custom coding, which are used by various gamers and online programming platforms, where they are developing games using stackless Python for their game development. Similarly, there is another programming called Jython. This is a Java integrated version, where Java is integrated in Java virtual machine, and this Java has different intensive libraries of Java libraries. Along with this, you can use Python in it, and the most foremost thing is that you can use the 3D development, 3D modeling, and many things are done with this Jython. There are different kinds of libraries also, there are different kinds of dependencies also, by which you will be using during your Python journey. So depending upon your requirement and your query, you can use that. For example, Anaconda platform you can use, by where you can easily download many kinds of libraries and you can run your Python code. In our training module in lecture 2, now I am concluding in lecture 1. Now in training program in lecture 2, you will get acquainted with new section where I will be give you training modules. With this, I am ending this training module program 1, which give you the brief introduction of Python, its dependencies, its format, its wide perspective application, and I had given you some basic code that how you can code also. So in the next lecture, coming lecture, which we are talking about, in that you will be learning a wide perspective. So stay tuned with this channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel, and give us motivation that so that we can bring up more videos which will help you to step up your Python skills, to enhance your Python skills, to apply these Python skills in biosciences, biotechnology and others. And wish you all the best. Thank you.